Last week on the Cube build, we insulated and cut the door, and this week you're just gonna have to find out.
Right now I'm just working on my wiring for the lighting that I want to do. I've measured everything out and I've marked where I want to put my lights. I found these awesome pot lights. They're just used for house lighting. They're like the under cabinet valence lights. They have this driver on them for the 120 side, but you just throw it in the garbage because you just need the 12 volt system, or because you already have a 12 volt system, you don't need the driver. So you can just use these pucks and they're awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stick them on my pieces of wood, and they're like exactly the right size. So I think they'll look pretty sharp. Otherwise I'll have to make up some sort of wood thing to put them in, and I don't know, I think I'm just gonna stick them on straight up. That is female, perfect. So yeah, I'll probably thumb up, snip them in half. So what I'm gonna do is I cut a little hole up in the ceiling here, and I'm gonna stuff a little extra wire, just as much as I can inside for good luck. So this is how I've done my splice. Obviously stuck the wire up in the ceiling, push it a little bit that way for extra room, have my wire come down, twisted up the two 18 gauge wires together on the same side, and then snuck in that other wire with one moret. That leaves this side open for future splicing or testing with the meter. Plus it makes a way better connection there rather than going right through, and then this little tiny wire won't get pulled out as easily. So I ended up cutting a little slit in the foam, stuffed it up there so the wires weren't too squished because I got a lot of them. The board's gonna hold it up. For now, I'm gonna put the board up, but leave my light hang down. And then when I get all my lights in place, I'm gonna put a battery on there and make sure they'll light up, make sure my splices are good. And then for switching, all I gotta do is run power to this box, which I'm gonna put right by my entrance. Probably right there, just like a normal house. These are, again, exactly what you find at any sort of hardware store. Through here, it's all taped nicely through the wall as I can. I'm gonna have to cut the one board down. I like having these slats so everything's removable. And then as we go here, this is to my box that I stuff the splice in. Negative action. Oh, they look so good and bright. I love it. I love it. That's for future, because I'm gonna have maybe a shower in here, but yeah, stoked. Yes.
Now that I have proper lighting, I can measure everything out accurately.
Yeah, really just double checking everything and kind of putting myself in the space to make sure that my overall design is still gonna be like a nice usable space and doesn't feel too crowded because you're trying to fit too many things in at the same time. So I've just taken the couch cushion from inside, and again I'm just sort of sizing it up to see how it's going to fit in and how my bulkheads and all that stuff are going to go. Again, this is my bed here, so the idea is that my bed is going to be pushed up, or the mattress is going to be pushed right up against that side, and over here I'm going to have about this much space for shelving. Got all my pieces ripped there, all down the right length. Now I can sort of measure out off the walls and decide on where all my cabinetry is going to go, and the couch, and basically the whole footing for the whole layout.
Since I'm insulating the floor as well, I've cut the 2x4s to be the exact thickness of the foam plus the laminate.
This is generally where the stove's gonna go. Obviously it's gonna be up on the counter here. And then on above that, right about here, I'm gonna have the hood fan. I mean, the most logical thing to do would be to just cut a hole straight in the side of the truck and have the duct and the vents sort of go straight out that way. But I don't really want a whole freaking vent out of the side because I want to go like super discreet still. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go straight into the wall and use some flashing and go straight down through the bottom. Kind of wish I thought this through. This is where my hole's gonna be. That's gonna match up with the back of the hood vent here. I gotta basically take off all these sheets of wood again, and then put it back up again. Removed all the foam, so I got this big open void here. As you can see, I got the riveted in stud there, and then same with this one here. So my idea is just to put a sheet across like so, come straight down, and then make a kick here where it actually comes out and then down through this part of the floor. Ended up scoring this piece of flashing here. Actually, I got a whole stack of them just because this, I don't know, this batch got damaged, so I got like 5 or 6 of these. Basically what I'm gonna do is just hammer them flat and screw and tape them together, throw that up on the wall. I don't think it's that serious, just because it's mostly grease. There's no real exhaust vapors or anything like that. This is the hole that I cut in last night. Now I'm just trying to figure out some flashing to put in place here because I want to sort of adapt this to kick it into the wall for my ducting here. So I'm just trying to figure out all the different pieces here. How I want to bend everything and hold it into place. We're all taped up. It's looking really tight. Pretty stoked on that. A little bit of insulation, that way it won't condensate too much inside the truck. That's my vent going down to the floor over there. That's gonna be hidden by obviously the cabinetry and stuff like that. And then goes up behind, and then eventually my hood fan will just tie into that. This is the foam I'll be using to insulate the flooring, so that's why I got these curbs all kind of in place there. The idea is that these will be flush with the foam and the laminate on top. I'm hoping that the high density foam will be good enough to walk on top with just the final flooring on top, but if not, I'll go with a 1/4 inch subfloor. Alright, it's getting pretty late, but hope you enjoyed my van build. If you'd like to follow along and watch my progression, you can click on the playlist here.
Thank you for watching.